Hey, what's up, everyone? You're here with Goran and Jack from PickDawgz. Thank you for joining us. It's Tuesday. It's finally the Champions League day after a few weeks of a wait. And with the international break in between, we are back to the domestic leagues and we are back to the Champions League. 9 games on Tuesday, 9 games on Wednesday. As you can see, Kirk is not here. Jack, I think he won a lot of money on his bets because this is his second vacation in a row. He spent a couple of weeks in Italy and now
Those
he's what?
talc
Where did he
picks are
say?
coming in clutch.
Where did he say he was going now for a week?
He's going Costa
Is
Rica
it
now.
just when he comes back? We won't even be able to recognize him with all the tan and all the beer he's getting in himself. It's
Yeah.
kind of crazy. But you're still getting his free picks, guys, for the Champions League as well. And I'm not sure if he has any premiums. I know that Jack and I have premiums. We'll have the premiums for the Champions League, NBA, whatever else is going on, college football, basketball, and stuff like that. So get on those long-term passes, get a 3-day pass or even a 7-day pass, which will cover you through the Champions League for both days, Europa League on Thursday, Conference League on Thursday, and then all of the domestic premium picks that we have over the weekend in the top five European football leagues. We also have the Golden Goal Consensus, Jack. That's a very nice pass. It's a month-long pass that's designed for those people who like to bet at least $500 per single bet and just make a lot of money. Those are the best bets between ourselves, between myself, Kirk, and Jack, all of us together. Text the word goal to 443-332-7127, and we'll get you set up with that. Now, we won't be talking about Tottenham today, Jack. We'll be talking about Tottenham
Phew.
tomorrow. I know that you were quite upset about that loss they suffered to Arsenal. But we have Ajax versus Benfica as the first game in the Champions League on Tuesday.
Yeah, don't worry. I'll have a rant prepared tomorrow, folks. Jesus Christ. I mean, I'd said all weekend. I said all week last week I was not looking forward to that game. I just didn't think it was going to be that bad. Look, talking of bad, we've got bottom two of the Champions League here going.
They are
Um,
absolutely horrible, man.
I
Absolutely
mean,
horrible,
terrible.
these
But if
two.
you actually look at Ajax, they can't even really win a game in their own league right now. I mean, at least Benfica are winning in Portugal. Ajax aren't winning in the Eredivisie right now. For that, I have to go Benfica. I think, I don't know how long this rut is going to last for Ajax. 3 straight losses. No doubt that they've probably got a lot of internationals. I don't know exactly how many went. But, maybe it gives them a reset here. Champions League, they're probably going to start having to focus on this competition. But is it too little too late? I'm not going to ramble on more about this. The fact that you're getting Benfica at this price with Ajax on a 3-game losing streak against some really crap teams, it's a no-brainer.
Yeah, I mean, just to give you a bit of a stat, guys, Ajax is conceding over 3 goals on average in the Champions League. They've conceded 14 goals in 4 games and scored only once. So not only they can't defend, they're not really showing up in the attacking end. Not that Benfica has been much better. They've scored twice in 4 games while conceding 8 goals in those 4 games. So again, defensively not showing up. I think that's maybe slightly changing since Jose Mourinho took over the team. They have been having some good results in the Portugal, in their cup competition and the Primeira Liga as well. It's obvious that we should be going with Benfica in this one. And I do like them to win. The price is pretty good. It's minus 118. And Kirk and Jack both have it. I just decided to go with over 9 corners at minus 145, which is still a bit juice. But I mean, if these two teams don't try to step it up in this matchup, I don't know who they can step it up against. I mean, two horrible teams going against each other. At some point, you have to open up and go for something because it's what you have 4 games left in the group stage, and that's it, and you're done.
Yeah, it's go
That's
time
it.
now.
Yeah, it's go time now. Moving on to the next one, Jack. Galatasaray versus Saint Gillois. Now, Galatasaray is looking pretty well right now. They're winning games. They're scoring a lot of goals. Saint Gillois on the other side, in a decent form overall, but sitting 28 in the Champions League.
I don't know. My computer's talking at me right now. I don't know why. Oh, here it is. I didn't hear anything you just said because for some reason, Windows Siri, I don't know if you could hear it, just literally talking to me. I couldn't stop it. This game to me just screams goals. I mean, Galatasaray, you just look at their goal scoring in the Champions League so far, averaging 2 goals a game. Home games, again, averaging 2 goals a game. Only conceded once, but I think you can trust USG to get a goal here. They're on a really good scoring run. They've scored in nearly every single game of their last 7. 6 of the last 7, they've scored every single game. They got a goal on the road to Atletico Madrid, which in my opinion is a little bit easier, a little bit more difficult than Galatasaray. So I don't mind the over 3 here. I think Galatasaray could easily get 3 themselves, with USG being on the road. So, yeah, I'll go the over 3 here.
Yeah, I will not be pushing this any further than Galatasaray on the money line. I mean, it's a parlay piece. Maybe we get an adjusted price as we approach the game time. That's gonna make it a little bit less juice. But Galatasaray hasn't lost any of their last 35 home games. That's an insanely long run, guys. The best team in Turkey, there's no doubt about it. They're playing well,
Ooh,
especially at home.
that's
So
dangerous waters. You're treading there in dangerous waters, Goran. There are 3 things in life you don't talk about when you're making content. One of them is politics. The second one is religion. The third one is Turkish football.
well,
Galatasaray.
did you read about the referees? It was like a couple of weeks ago. It was news
The
that
corruption or
almost
something?
400 Turkish referees had betting accounts.
Oh, it's bad. It's bad.
Yeah, and those were from the top flight. Like a lot of those were from the top Turkish
Yeah.
flight league. So, yeah, I'm just taking Galatasaray on the money line here, and Kirk is taking them as well. Now we are moving on to those later games, Jack. We have Bodo Glimt versus Juventus, and I'm going to keep it simple. Whenever you see Juventus on a draw streak, you ride it until the wheels fall off. They are now on a 3-game draw streak, so I'm keeping it simple. I'm just taking the draw here, plus 258.
And whenever you're getting under 3 in a Juventus game at close to even money, you ride that as well. I'm with you here. I think draw is a very likely outcome. However, if it's not 0-0 or 1-1, I think it could be 1-0 either way, really. I mean, like we've seen in the last 2 seasons with Bodo, their home games are just completely different ball game. It's like playing basketball on concrete. That's exactly what it's like going to Bodo. So yeah, not going to be an easy game for Juve. Like you said, crazy draw streak. They're not in the best of form. Give me the under here. Very highly doubt this is a 2-2, 3-1 kind of game.
Yeah, and Kirk is taking Juventus on the road at plus 110. Next up, we have an interesting game, Jack. We have Dortmund versus Villarreal. And do you remember over the weekend when I was saying I don't see 5 goals in Dortmund versus Stuttgart game? And I took Dortmund to win an under 4.5, and it was 3-3 in the end. Yeah, I'm
Was it
not
5
taking
goals in
unders.
the first half? I remember
No,
you texting, right?
yeah, it wasn't in the first half. It was like
Oh,
60th minute when it was
okay.
2-2, and then 80 something 3-2 Dortmund, and then Stuttgart equalized in like 90th minute or something like that for 3-3. But this is going to be a little bit different. I mean, Villarreal is just not scoring a lot in the Champions League. In La Liga, they're absolutely tearing it apart, showing up, winning games. But in the Champions League, they've scored only 2 goals in 4 games.
Yeah, not good. You could also argue, though, at the same time, they're kind of on their best run of the season right now. 5 wins out of their last 6. That one loss was actually to Paphos on the road a couple of weeks ago, which I'm sure delighted Kirk. Thank God he's not here talking about it for 20 minutes. But yeah, like you said, it's a real concern, especially, they're going on the road to Paphos. They haven't scored. Well, what's the chances of them scoring in Dortmund here? I'm not too sure, really. I'll take Dortmund on the money line. I just can't trust this Villarreal team on the road until I see it for myself.
Yeah. My thoughts exactly. All three of us have taken Dortmund, and I mean, it's not that Dortmund is like defensive firepower or a wall or whatever you want to call it. They're conceding a lot of goals, especially in the Champions League. But the positive thing about them was the fact that they have been outscoring their opponents, right? They are still scoring a lot. And yeah, I'm not putting my money on Villarreal in the Champions League either. Now, next up, Chelsea versus Barcelona. And let me ask you this, Jack, right now, because I was looking at the prices here. Barcelona is plus 155 underdogs, and I know that they are on the road. And I know Chelsea is a
I mean,
good
I'm
team, but
getting
this is
plus
a
175 on my book just to add that.
that's just crazy.
Yeah.
I mean, okay, I get it. Barcelona is on the road, but this is a team that's healthy right now. The team that kept a clean sheet against Bilbao, which is a huge, huge confidence boost for their defense, they were able to rest some players. I think Lewandowski got only like 60 minutes or something like that. He scored a goal even. Ferran Torres has been on a huge, huge heater. He's been scoring goals. And all of that they did against Bilbao without Pedri and without De Jong. And De Jong should be back in the lineup for this game because he was suspended for the Liga match. But this one, I mean, call me a homer, call me whatever you want to call me, but I'm taking Barcelona on the money line here.
Yeah, I think I had the exact same thought when I saw the lines. I'm like, this is probably like, very close on the money line to each other with maybe like a plus 200, plus 210 draw. But yeah, it's Chelsea at a plus 135 price right now, Barcelona plus 175. I think it's because this head-to-head, like over 25 years or something, the road team has not won since 2006. They've played 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 competitive games since that. But that being said, I mean, yeah, Chelsea look really good right now. Don't get me wrong, but this is a completely different ball game to what they've usually been playing. They beat Burnley,
I mean,
beat
sure,
Wolves.
beating Burnley, beating Wolves,
Yeah,
2-2
so
against Karabakh. I
it's not the
mean,
same kind of game. You drew to Karabakh a couple of weeks ago. That's what
yeah.
the key is here for me. I just can't see them winning. I think if either team wins it, it's probably Barca with like a back door, but I'll take them on the double chance. I know it's juiced, but it's just more of the fact I cannot see Chelsea winning this game. And the fact that they're favourite is just nonsensical to me. So give me the double chance.
Yeah, and I have to say, Lamine Yamal has been slowly getting back into his form. He's getting a lot more successful dribbles. He's assisting, and he's always up there. He's always up for the action. And I mean, he's gonna go against his teammate from the national team. He's gonna go against Kukurea on that right hand side. So that's going to be an interesting matchup to see if Kukurea can handle him or not. And I have to be honest, I was looking at the last game for Chelsea against Karabakh. They had that defender. What was his name? It wasn't Chalova. It was. The guy was so bad in that game against Chelsea. I can't remember the name now. He was a younger defender.
Looking
Let me
at the
see
spot
if I
now, it was
can.
either between, you're thinking of Hatto probably. You probably think of Hatto.
Could be. Wait, let me see who
I
was
mean, he
playing.
finished the game on a 5.6, so I think it was very likely him.
But yeah, it was hot. Yeah, exactly. That's the one. And if he's gonna be in the lineup here, that's gonna be a bad news for Chelsea. And Kirk is taking a player prop of a guy I just mentioned a few minutes ago, Ferran Torres to score or assist minus 105. I mean, that guy is just the worker bee in this team. He's always up for a fight. He's assisting. He's taking shots. He's scoring goals. So, I mean, that's a very good price on the player prop for this match.
Cucurella's calling
Next
in
up,
sick. Cucurella's calling in
who?
sick of the morning. I can tell you that.
He has the doctor's note. City versus Leverkusen, Jack.
Yeah, I mean, Leverkusen really finding form now. City also, but that loss on the weekend to Newcastle is a bit of a dent in their hopes. You want to really get this push to Christmas now after that last international break of the year with a winning start. But Newcastle are very tough at home. Barcelona, really struggled at Newcastle on the road. So yeah, tough one to really for me to read. Leverkusen come off 9 goals in the last 2. A good win against Wolfsburg. They could have won by more, but I guess they were too busy thinking about this game. It's going to be interesting. I like both teams to score here. I can't really trust City to win because it's City. And like I said, they're coming off a loss. Could be a draw. I mean, I'm not saying City aren't going to win, but I just don't like to put my money there right now. I just like both teams scoring here. And again, it's a really good price with the fact that both teams are scoring consistently.
Yeah, my thoughts are kind of opposite here for this game. I mean, Leverkusen is playing pretty well. They are beating teams that they should be beating, the teams that are weaker than them, but they're losing to all the big teams. And honestly, it would not shock me to see the PSG type of result they had in the Champions League a few weeks ago for Leverkusen. I think it could be a bit of a bad loss for them here. Like you said, City just lost to Newcastle in a game that they should have won because they had a few great chances to get up 2-0 in that game. Actually, after they equalized, they could have gotten ahead. Instead, they conceded a quick goal as well. But they are at home in this game, and at home they are very, very tough team to beat. So I'm putting my money on City. I'm taking City to win an over 3.5 goals, plus 118. If Leverkusen scores a goal, sure, I'll take it. But I just don't see them getting a point out of this game at all. Kirk's taking City to win 2-0 at plus 107. So he's going directly against you in this one, Jack. Next up, here's Kirk's Carabang going to Italy, to Naples, to face a team that finally got a win, and it was a big win against Atalanta.
Yeah, and a bit of a statement win as well, because it wasn't really that close. I mean, Napoli were up 3-0 in the first half, and then Atalanta scored a consolation goal, really, when Napoli were about to pull like most of their important players off the field. So, yeah, a good comeback game for Napoli to really get things going. They needed it because you look at how competitive the Serie A is looking right now. I mean, it was kind of similar last year. I remember us doing our Christmas video, and the Serie A was extremely close still with Atalanta up there. So yeah, definitely needed for them. Again, you've got to factor in no travel, a lot of travel for Karabag right now. And on the road, like, yes, Karabag are on a really nice streak right now, but on the road is kind of where they're being a bit inconsistent. They conceded 2 goals on the weekend to the team that is currently sitting in mid-table in the Azerbaijan league. They won 4-2, but yeah, like I said, conceding 2 goals, it's not looking great. And they lost 3-1 on the road before that to Bilbao, who also haven't been the best as of right now. So yeah, I don't really see them scoring. I don't see Napoli, having another performance like they had against Atalanta, because I don't think they need one. So again, I'll take the under here. I can see this being like a 1-0, 2-0 kind of game. But I don't see 4 goals scored here.
Yeah, if Karabakh was the home team in this matchup, I would consider giving them a shot, but not in a game like this. Like you said, they have a lot of traveling involved. Who knows how many practices they can get in before the game time. Napoli coming off of a big win. Just keeping it simple here. Napoli minus 1.5 for me at minus 125. And Kirk, of course, he expects Karabakh to score a goal in this one because he has both teams to score at minus 108. Couple of games left, Jack. The first one is between Marseille and Newcastle. We were just mentioning Newcastle getting a very big win against City. Do you think they can extend this to a couple of wins in a row, or do you think Marseille can get it at home?
Well, yeah, right now, I mean, they're kind of on a pattern of win-loss, win-loss. I mean, not saying they're going to lose here, but Marseille are in good form, scoring a lot of goals. The thing that's working for Newcastle right now is they're also scoring a lot of goals. They're on an insane win streak, match streak for scoring goals. They had that slow start to the year before Volta came in. Ever since that, since the 24th of September, they have scored in every single game. Since the 24th of September. So, Yeah, I like both teams to score here. We all know we've been saying it all season long how good Marseille can perform at home. They score a lot of goals, and so do Newcastle quite clearly. So both teams to score at a juice price. I was expecting it to be -225 or something like that. So that's some value for you.
Yeah, exactly. And I'm gonna take both teams to score as well, -152 in my book. I mean, both teams are playing well, and Marseille is just coming off of a big win. Wasn't 5-1, if I'm not mistaken, in the League One. Greenwood's playing in a pretty good form. He's scoring goals. So this is a game where Marseille could potentially get a home win, and I think that they're still winless in the Champions League, if I'm not mistaken. They have 3 points. They
Beat
have
Ajax
beaten who did
4-0.
they? Oh, right, yeah, they beat Ajax. So maybe they get another one here, and all of a sudden you're sitting very close to the top, to that top group that is going to the knockouts after the group stage is done. And Kirk is taking Marseille on the money line at +190. Last game of the video, Jack. The game that probably not a lot of people are gonna watch unless they are the fans of Slavia or Athletic Bilbao.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably going to be the same for every Prague game this season. Like you're only really watching this game if it's the early one or if your
Yeah.
team's playing against them. That being said, doesn't mean there isn't that much value. You can use last season as a good example because they played each other in the Europa League last season in the group stage or league phase, however they call it now. It was a 1-0 win for Bilbao. So yeah, I could see a draw here. I don't think Prague have been terrible. They a lot of their goals they conceded already this season have been in just the two games. They had a 2-2 draw to Bodo and a 0-0 win on the road. A 0-0 win, a 0-0 draw, which I guess you could see as a win on the road to Atalanta. So yeah, I don't like Bilbao right now. You could argue and say, well, Bilbao will be coming into this game understanding that they probably need to win if they want to advance. But, Prague isn't an easy place to go. I can imagine it's very cold in Serbia right now as well, in Czech
And
Republic
Republic.
right now. So, yeah, definitely some factors at play. I like the draw here at this price.
Yeah, this is a game that could go either one of the three ways possible, which is why I stayed away from the sides, the goals. I'm going with a player prop. I'm taking Berenguer to get 2+ shots, -130. I mean, this guy often gets the ball in Bilbao's games. He takes a lot of shots as well. I think he had a few against Barcelona as well over the weekend. So, I mean, very good -130 price on him to get 2+ shots. It doesn't have to be on target, guys. He can hit it like the pigeon at the top of the stands. It's going to count as a shot. Kirk's taking Bilbao on the money line. Well, Kirk, who's a Bilbao lover now? I mean, come on.
Crazy.
Yeah, crazy. Anyways, that's it. Thank you for joining us here, guys. Good luck with all of your bets. Get on those premiums. Leave us a comment, subscribe, hit that like button, and we'll see you soon.